Noise. Was it Gold League? I don't know. I never look at the league of the players. I often am casting a game of Masters and people are like, these guys are in Silver League. They're so bad. There's always a few Twitch chat GMs, right? Who are like, I'm so good. And I'm like, have you ever played the game? And they're like, no, but I would be GM if I played. And I'm like, okay. Occasionally we do get like Gold League games where I think it's Diamond as well. These games are usually so ridiculous and chaotic. It's so hard to judge the skill level of the players. And I'm just not interested in it. It's not part of the show. It's more about fun more than anything else. So speaking of fun, let's hop into game 2 of today's iCast, your freaking awesome replays. All your base are belong to us. That's right. That sounds familiar to those of you who used to use cheat codes because you were too crappy to actually win the levels on your own. Shout out in chat if you were a pleb child who used cheat codes to actually finish campaigns. I never did. Since I was like 10 years old, I was the most elitist, uptight little nerd kid. I was like, I wouldn't cheat. No, that's not the point. And then I just, get stuck on a level and get angry. Which is much better. Like, the game's stupid, Like, I'll just rage instead. I was a pretty intelligent, well-adjusted child. I think you guys can tell that. Of course, down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the red, representing 22 core, it is General Roy. Up here in the top left-hand side, in the blue, representing Flames, it's Kenshin. Another mirror match, funnily enough. Fair enough. I mean, it's not about the variety of the races in each match. It's about the quality of the game. And when a mirror match gets in, I usually know something amazing has happened. It's going to be interesting to see how this one unravels. If you guys want to get your replays featured, make sure you play next week's challenge. It is, of course, sponsored by Liquid Rain, sci-fi novel, guys. Go get it, purchase it. ! Liquid Rain. If one of my amazing mods could type that in chat, I would be much appreciated. And yeah, do support those who are throwing this prize money out to all of you. The challenge for next week is Tale of a Knife in a Telephone Booth. So you walk into there, there's a Dark Templar in the phone booth with you. He starts trying to stab you. You've got you're picking up the old, you guys remember the old phone directory book, and you're trying to block the knife jabs, and you're trying to like jab him in the throat with a rusty spoon or something. Like we want that level of just unfiltered aggression in your games. You're not allowed to build more than 40 workers. If it doesn't feel a little bit like a prison yard shanking, it might not make it in, okay? We want some really messed up games. Like, we just want you at each other's throat, trying to go at each other as hard as you can. So send your replays in. Always, we do 3 or 4 replays each week, so hopefully yours does get in. Skill level does not matter. We've had pro gamers. We've had GM send replays in. Just a few weeks ago, we had a Harstem play the challenge. I can't. What was the challenge? It was like non-aggression pact or something. It was something like this. It was where you weren't allowed to build fighting units until you had 50 workers, and he beat Lambo in a ladder game. He beat bloody Lambo. Now, in Harstem's, in Lambo's defense, there were some cannons involved, and then some sky toss behind a wall of cannons. So I don't know if he Harstem got away with being a bit cheeky, but nonetheless, he beat Lambo, a BlizzCon competitor, a top 16 player in the world, and sent us the replay as well. So much love to when pros do send us in games. We've actually got a bit of royalty in chat right now. The man who I personally can't wait until he gets a real even chance against Alpha Star, TLO, because I want to see TLO playing Zerg, ruining that AI. I feel like we've still got a few years left in us before AI takes over, and I want to see TLO just riding into battle, at the head of our army of humanity. He's got a lance, he's stabbing this AI in the face, he's like, let's go, and he's just charging in and doing it. Speaking of charging in, Kenshin here has gone for a very high-level strategy, guys. This one's really hard. If you want to try this at home, remember, you should only attempt this if you're a high-level player. You've got to hold down the Zergling key and then attack move across the map. And there's so many ways you could screw up with this. You might accidentally not attack move, and you might accidentally try a strategy that requires skill, which is always a big problem. You don't want to do that in Zerg versus Zerg. Kenshin's going to dive in with the Zerglings and start murdering General Roy. Why do you have no defense? It's Zerg vs. Zerg. You should always be ready for this. Oh, no. Nice drone surround, though. Those workers actually did some good damage there. But the natural has been ravaged. It's been savaged. General Roy desperately trying to get up 2 Banelings. They might just be his saving grace. Come on, General Roy. You got to hold on, buddy. You got to hold on. His Baneling nest is going to go down. It's burning. It's going to go down. Ooh, those Banelings. That was not the hits he really needed. He needs better than that. Oh, gosh. These Zerglings getting into this mineral line. It's just 1 mineral line left. How the heck is General Roy possibly going to defend? Sets off that Baneling. Nicely done. If that Baneling waddled into this mineral line, he was in huge trouble. His queen, oh god, just like Hodor, tries to hold the door, but sadly does get ripped to pieces by a horde of angry zombies. Oh my god, Bran, why were you mind controlling stuff when the tree dude told you not to, you idiot? Jeez, you got your friend killed, dummy. Zerglings are now going to come out. Somehow, General Roy holds on, and I think it might definitely not have anything to do with that number right there. No, I think Kenshin executed a perfectly well followed up, beautiful attack. It was well done. It was beautiful. It was great. I mean, there was definitely no lava injects or spending of money missed behind that. Okay, and that's what we call the get out of jail free card, General Roy. Thankfully, there is no reinforce on the attack, and Kenshin floating 1,200 minerals. General Roy says, thank God we call that the Gold League get out of jail free card. No, to be real, General Roy actually microed the defense pretty well. Just had 0 defense to begin with. Is going to start to redrone. Is somehow still ahead on workers after losing a solid 11. Is like, I lost 11 workers. I'm still ahead 9. That's right. I'm gonna take you for a dance, mate. Kenshin here, taking all 4 gases, is saying, I've got a lot of minerals, but there's like almost no drones mining minerals. I do like the Roach transition though. The Roach is going to come out. That's going to be a good way to go. 3rd base is up, and I think General Roy's got to be feeling a bit panicked right now. These Lings, they're like, is he going to come? Is he coming at me? Or are they just... Oh, no. I thought he was scouting. That was like when your Chihuahua gets excited and starts doing laps around the living room. You guys have always seen one of those little dogs that people keep indoors too much, and every now and then it just loses its mind. It's like, oh, and it just starts running laps around the house, and its eyes are like super wide, and you're like, okay, it's, yeah, I think maybe this animal is not evolved quite right. You're like, well, no, we just evolved it because it's small and cute. Can you imagine a Chihuahua in nature? Can you imagine like any of those little dogs? Wouldn't that just be the funniest thing? You're just like, what do you eat? They're like, oh, bugs? I don't know. Like what is not a threat for a small house dog? I don't even know, man. It's just like the most useless creature on its own in nature, right? It can't really hunt. It can't really do much. Oh, God. Speaking of doing much, that's a pretty scary little Roach force. Little Roach squad coming in. All right. The band of 7 Roaches. They're going to waltz forward. But there are Roaches and a spine crawler. And if there is one scary tentacle with a spike on it, it is that one. Oh, the Roaches. Yeah, you saw it. Look at it. It's getting excited. It's like a goose. Have you guys ever been around an angry goose? One of the most angry, offensive creatures ever. You get in their territory, they'll just run at you and peck you. That's exactly what a spine crawler basically is. Look, he's wiggling. He's like, dude, I really want to stab some enemy Roaches. Hopefully he gets a chance to later in this game. We'll see exactly how it goes. Up here, Kenshin's droning that third. Kenshin's caught up on the work account. Done a really good job, actually. Starting to get that work account flooding out. These Roaches going to run back in. Ooh, all right. They're gonna think about it. Oh, that's an angry goose, though. Get the hell out of there. Do not fight in range of that angry goose. It's going to peck the crap out of you, man. Kenshin here is in trouble. That's a lot of Roaches. General Roy says, get out of my territory, mate. And Kenshin quickly abides and does start falling back. Ooh, thinking about breaking down those rocks. These Roaches. Look at them. You can tell they're kind of cheeky Roaches. They're like, we want to find a way to sneak into your base. We're going to just kind of waddle over here a little bit and find a way to engage you. For those of you who don't know, the Roach's attack is literally at vomiting acid. Yep, Zerg are disgusting. So we're going to see Roach versus Roach, and that's basically just 2 people vomiting on each other. So if you've ever seen 2 people who have drank way too much and their night is going south fast, that's what you're about to see en masse. Oh god, get out of there, Kenshin. That's too many Roaches. Too many Von Boys. Get the hell out of there. The Von Boys do chase them off. General Roy is looking good. General Roy's looking very, very healthy right now. What do we got down here? 17 workers out of 10. +1's about to finish for General Roy. That's going to make these roaches way stronger. However, roach speed has not started. General Roy has not started roach speed. And meanwhile, up here in the top left, Kenshin has. Kenshin's going to go Hydras as well. Oh, and Kenshin's also got a few angry goose. He's like, a few angry goose. What can I say, guys? English isn't my native language. I totally have an excuse for the absolutely atrocious way that I speak. Nice concave for General Roy. Beautiful surface area. Kenshin keeps poking around, being aggressive, trying to get an over response. Hasn't really managed to find any leeway just yet, though. Another angry goose does go down here for General Roy. And his third base for General Roy is still not really too saturated. Kenshin's established a nice economy lead. 14 workers on that third base. I also do love that little clan logo, by the way. It's like, oh, look, I'm a fiery person and I'm shooting fire out of my hand, which makes sense because the clan name is Flames. So I have a feeling that they either really like playing fire mages in video games or they actually do regular life meetups and they burn forests down. Hopefully the former and not the latter, because that's bad. That's not a good thing to do, kids. Burning things is bad. Life advice here from the guy who plays video games all day. Remember, if you do want more life advice, dating tips, anything like that, do just shoot me an email with your social security number, credit card details, and special requests, and I'll make sure I give you fantastic advice that is guaranteed to make you succeed in life. If your idea of success involves a bag of Dorito dust so deep inside your belly button from days lying on your back eating bags of chips, and of course a bladder permanently filled with Mountain Dew. If you want any of that, just send me all those deets. I'll hook you up in good time, and you can buy my book, How to Be a Degenerate Gamer. It's only $9.95, and your identity right now. General Roy's moving out. That's a pretty scary army. These are the slowest roach armies I've ever seen. No one's decided to go roach speed. I think there's an obesity epidemic in this game, but General Roy is working on it, and roach speed is kicked in. Suddenly, they are doing quite well. The Hydra's still lagging behind a little bit. Don't have any upgrades for them, but the roaches here looking pretty good. General Roy's got that +1. Kenshin does not. Kenshin's Ravagers really need to show some of that explosive bile to even this battle out. Half the roaches down on the south side, they're not even joining in. Oh no, all these overlords are exposed. Kenshin, what are you doing? These guys aren't even fighting. Kenshin, help! Oh my god, Lurkers come out to save the day, thankfully. They obliterate the front line of General Roy, and General Roy cleverly does withdraw. What were you guys doing? What? Serious? Oh, conscientious objectors? Really? Really? Is this Vietnam or is this Kairos Junction? What the hell, Kenshin? I don't care what your religion says. This pack of roaches, put them in prison. They need to be set an example of. That's not cool, man. Their brothers were fighting and they were like, I don't believe in violence. Come on. Meanwhile, General Roy going to bypass the defense and is going to start massacring the base. One angry goose. Can it defend 30 roaches? Can it defend it? The angry goose pecking away. It says, get out of my territory. Get out. Get out of my territory. It's actually killed one roach and then it gets obliterated. Turns out, no matter how angry a goose is, it cannot take on 30 roaches. And it seems like this game is destined to see that same scenario over and over. This goose pecking away does... Oh, it's going to take out another roach. These geese, they're not doing too bad for themselves, actually, to be honest. Roaches and Hydra's going to move on into that main base. These spine crawlers not going to be able to finish. Oh, gosh. Both players are going to lose absolutely everything here. Oh, man. Oh, the drones aren't even able to escape. Oh, no. The drone's not able to escape. Kenshin's only got 2 workers and they're both here in the main base. Oh, Kenshin might lose all the buildings. Kenshin's got to come home with those lurkers. Those lurkers trying to come home. They've got to get back there because Roy has an expansion here. Roy has more drones. Roy can get out of there and build more buildings. Remember, guys, the win condition is to destroy all of your opponent's buildings. Very occasionally, you get to see these weird base race games. That last angry goose goes down. The last structure is going down. This is the last structure. That is it, guys. That baneling nest falls. This extractor cannot die. If that dies, Kenshin's out. The lurkers are trying to defend. General Roy's engaging. Oh no, General Roy has got so many units, he's just going to headbutt. It's a massacre. The lurker splash is obscene. Every single roach and Hydra walking through to an orgy death. Kenshin thought he lost. He typed GG. He realized that General Roy didn't micro. Oh my god. No! General Roy, what have you done? Oh, man. I mean, I was making Vietnam War comparisons, but that was some World War I stuff right there. They were like, and our new strategy is to find the machine gun's arc of fire and to walk upright in ranks directly towards it with bayonets fixed. No, that's not how you do it. General Roy has learnt that lesson the hard way. Oh, he's going to build a Roach. He's going to build a Roach. Oh, he's got to get more units out, though. He doesn't have any more structures. Oh, he's building 7 drones. He's going to run those away and use those to build extractors to buy time. This one Roach, this has got to be the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the James Bond mother trucker. This Roach needs to get like 5 attacks on that extractor, the overseer of General Roy. He spots it ahead. He walkie-talkies back to the Roach. He says, mate, you've got it. You've just got to do that. The hatchery's almost down. Did those drones all die? The drones all died. No, he's not even going to get a chance. Where'd he go? Where's his buildings? Where's his buildings? He's got a Roach warren in the back of the natural. No drones managed to escape out of that. The Roach has got to go in now. He's got only seconds. It's already bleeding out. The Roach, James Bond Roach, go, go. He's dodging the spines. He's dodging the spines. Yes. Oh no, the lurkers have got to get there. The lurkers have got to get there. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. The lurker burrow is too slow. And the Roach takes it down. General Roy. Oh. Oh my God. What a hero. Damn. Damn, son. That one Roach. Oh, damn. That was sick. I want to watch this one more time, guys. That World War I charge right over the top. Oh my gosh. That is just brutal. Slowing that one down and watching one more time. You know, General Roy, a lot of players would have tilted after making this engagement, but not General Roy. General Roy threw out an LOL, a laugh out loud. And, yeah, he was like, you know what? I'll just build a Roach and like, you just go and like, go and finish it off, man. You go and finish it off. Wait, did he even type? Yeah, he typed LOL as well. They both did. That was amazing. That was just too good. GG, thank you so much, General Roy and Kenshin, for that wonderful, exquisite gem of a game. GG, well played.